Hello everyone, this is Blueheart from BlueheartGaming. I'm going to bring to you a game from the new Twisted Treeline map, the 3v3 map that came out a couple weeks ago. It's currently on beta test, and hopefully it will be released shortly. I really like it. I didn't play too much of the 3v3 map beforehand, but I do have two buddies that I play with quite often, and so this is going to work out great. We can team up together, maybe start our own team, and do some ranked matches. The person I'm going to be playing this game, the champion, is Katarina. And I'll preface this by a little bit. I've been wanting to pick up Katarina for a long time and learn to play her. I picked her up around 5 minutes before this game, set up my room page and mastery page, and went to town. So it's going to be a little bit sloppy play, but I'll talk you through it, and it was a lot of fun. And all I'm wanting you guys to get out of this video is how fun Katarina is to play. And so I'll pull up my room page that I use on Katarina. On this game, I didn't use this exact page, and I'll show you the difference. So with quintessences, I go flat AP, flat ability power. For my blues, my glyphs, I go magic resist, and then for the yellows, typically I'll go health per level, but on this particular game I went magic resist, flat magic resist on yellows and blues, and then you of course go magic penetration on your reds. My mastery page is pretty self-explanatory. Let me see if I can find it here, cat. So I go now the defense tree can vary just a little bit. Typically I go a lot of armor, so I can jungle a little bit better, and in a 3v3 map there's typically more attack damage champions than there is AP, so I went more armor and took a little bit of magic resist, and of course went durability and veteran scars to get a little bit more health, make myself a little bit more durable, which is a requirement for this new 3v3 map. And of course standard Katarina 21 offense tree, take 3 points in havoc. Everything else is pretty much the standard AP. Anyway, so that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my game here. So let's see, on our team here, we've got Kale, Jax, and then myself on Katarina, the brand new Katarina player. Their team, they've got an Alistar, York, and Elise. Elise, by the way, is a new champion. She's very fun to play, very hard to play. But I'm going to go ahead and start it up here. You do start with more gold in this map. You start with 825 gold rather than the typical 475 you would start on the classic map. So generally speaking, you get boots, and then you either get a 475 item, or you get like a 415 or 300 item and a couple health pots. I think I can't remember what I did on this one. Typically I just get boots and then a Doran's item, like Doran's blade, Doran's shield, or a Doran's ring. But of course you don't do that with Katarina because she doesn't really scale off of the Doran's ring at all because she doesn't have mana. And I went with a stupid build. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I was gonna try and start building a Hextech Gunblade. So I went ahead and took Vampiric Scepter first, which is just silly. You definitely don't want to do that. So you'll see there's two different altars in the middle area, one on either side of the player's map, and then you've got a speed rune right in the middle. Typically players will gather in these bushes at the beginning, and I'm going to pause it here. Typically players will gather here in the middle, and they'll try and do a level 1 fight. Almost every match I've been in has had a level 1 fight. I think when you're going to get into the more professional 3v3, they're not going to do a level 1 fight. They're just going to sit there in their jungle. So let's talk about these runes real quick. At 2 minutes into the game, they unlock for the first time. There's 2 of them. If you capture one of them, you capture it by standing on it for a set period of time. I think it's around 7 to 8 seconds. The more people you have standing on it, the faster it captures. If you capture one, you get plus 4 gold on each minion kill. If you capture both and hold them both, you get plus 10% ability power or attack damage, I think is the exact. And after it's captured, it will be locked for the next 90 seconds. And there's a ring of color around the altar that when the ring is full, it's 90 seconds. And as a clock would work, it slowly ticks around. When there's only a couple dots left, then you know it's right about to be unlocked. Again, you can recapture it. Up here at the top, you've got a neutral boss to kill. If you kill it, it gives your whole team a buff. You lose the buff when you die. If someone kills you, you don't transfer the buff to them, etc. So anyway, standard play style for this new map is you can either go to bottom. Typically, it's a support and attack damage person. And then on the top, if you have an AP, typically they'd go there because they need the scaling and the solo lane a little better. Or you can have another AD go up top. The more professional way I've seen it done is you have one jungler, one bot, and one top. And then that jungler can gank top or bottom when required, and also counter jungle. There's 3 camps, double golem, 3 race, 3 wolves. The easiest to kill is 3 rays. Second is the 3 wolves. The hardest to kill is the golems. If you're jungling, it's usually good to start wolves. If they're not going to level 1 fight you, start wolves, have help with them. As soon as the wolves come down, it'll be right about time to capture that altar. Whereas top lane and bottom lane can keep farming while you capture the altar for the team. By the time you clear rays, wolves, golems, and if you go back and buy items or go to a lane and gank, your camps will be back up and ready to farm. I think they come back up every 50 seconds, somewhere around there. I could be wrong on that. But anyway, level 1 fight's about ready to go down. Remember, I'm a noob Katarina player here, so this is going to be kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and see how it... I can't remember what happens here. Let's go ahead and watch. Elise leads in with their W, does a lot of damage. I go in and I throw my Q. Okay, so both teams are kind of going in and out. And it looks like I'm going in on Alistar. I do get the first blood. And our Kale flashes in. I throw another blade, Sinister Blade. And our Kale pops his E, which gives him the range to kill the York. I do get one more hit on that Elise, and then Kale's able to finish her off with his ranged E auto attack. And I do escape with probably 18 health or so. So altars, oh boy. So I thought I was going to get caught there, so I just kept running. And then he flashed and tried to pulverize me. I was lucky enough to hit the speed rune just in the nick of time to where I could get out of his range before I got pulverized up. But like I said, we're at 1 minute 50 seconds here into the game. Altars are about to be unlocked here in about 5 seconds. And so you want to have your team positioned to be able to capture those as soon as possible. Another viable strategy is having all 3 players of your team on their altar and capture their altar right off the bat. And then you can go back and capture yours, so you get double altar right in the beginning. So our Jax is going all in right there. Luckily, they're at least started to back out. I don't know who's pinging there, but I think it's the Kale. I didn't think they're going to keep going in there, so I'm just starting to farm so I can get some levels. Early levels are very good to get here in this 3v3 map because you can get behind very quick. So I go ahead and I shampoo onto this York. I think I threw my Sinister Blade beforehand. Your Sinister Blade, when it hits him, puts a mark on him. If you do any ability or auto attack on him while the mark is there, it explodes the mark, deals extra damage. Generally, you want to use your shampoo for getting away. I use it for advancing in on the enemy. So right there, I shampooed on the York and auto attacked him. Luckily, Alistar was there to pulverize me and save the York. Now I think I'm okay. I thought I was going up to gank the Elise. Oh boy. Okay, so I go in there, do some poke to Alistar while Jax is taking turret hits. Looks like we got Elise coming down to help out. There's a lot of bush. This is a very risky place to be for me. But I knew one of their players was down and our Jax was nearby. Okay, so we're capturing that. So a quick heads up. If you're standing on either altar during any part of the game, you're going to be visible to the enemy team. So you can either use this for baiting, but if you don't want them to see you, definitely don't walk on that altar. So I'm going to get some more poke on that Yorick. And if he wanted to, if he was smart, he could have turned around and done a lot of damage to me, probably killed me. Instead, he wasn't. And so I just kept poking. I ended up getting a knight on him and he died. Ooh, and it looks like our Jax is gonna die here. Oh my goodness. Alistar, I think, misplayed that just a little bit. So he headbutted him back into the tower and then did a pulverize to stun him. All he needed was one more auto attack. So rather than just taking blue pill and going right back to base to buy, if the lane is pushed, you don't necessarily just have to go back and buy. You can come back here and farm a little bit of jungle, get an extra 100, 150 gold before you go back, and then you can buy an extra health pot or two. Alright, so I'm smart enough. I'm going regen this game. Really, it's not that strong on Cat anymore, I learned. Haunting Guys is a stronger item, but a Hextech Revolver and Sork Shoes is very strong on Katarina. Let's see how much AP I have. I have 79 AP right now. Not too bad. So, looks like we're trying to prevent them from taking the altar. We couldn't prevent, so now we're just going in to kill here. But I'm in a very bad position. Luckily, her stun wasn't on cooldown, or was on cooldown. And I went ahead and did a Sinister Blade into a Shumpo and killed their Elise. That was kind of silly of her. Good for me. So, Cat is all about taking advantage of mistakes of your other team. And then going in to get the kill to reset your cooldowns. Just doing a little poke on him. And if Elise was smart, she'd come down and clean up. But she's top right now, so we're safe. Ooh, that was good play right there. I shumpoed into an ult and then a Sinister Blade to finish Alistar off. I didn't think I was gonna do that. Let's take another look. Alright, so I'm right here. I see him, I shumpo, and then I ult. Ended up getting a double kill there. Typically you want to ult before you shumpo. If you ult, you get your full cast off, then as they're running away you can finish them off with the shumpos and Sinister Blade and W to keep up with them. But, you know, just knowing when to use what, I guess. But right now I don't even know how to play her very well, so I'm just kind of going with the flow. And I have another ult off of cooldown because I got an assist on that last kill. My ult came up, I was able to Sinister Blade and ult and finish him off. I'm gonna go ahead and take their altar because I think I'm stronger than Elise. She could go all in on me, but she's afraid of my teammates, which are nearby, which is smart of her. Alright, there's nothing I can do to help that kill. He's gone. Oh, but I do make the mistake of going in, and it's an easy kill for them. Wow. Smart play there, Blueheart. One thing I really like about the new Threes map is it does definitely promote a lot of action in a short period of time. But I think Katarina, she's okay on this map, but she's definitely has some weaknesses. The main weakness being generally most teams are going to pick bruisers, and Singed is a mainstay. He's almost on every single game, it seems like. But if I ult, I can be interrupted by a throw, a silence, or a stun. And so there's a lot of champions that can interrupt my ultimate, which makes me easy to counter on this map because the quarters are pretty tight. But I've seen a lot of cats do well on this map too. So on this particular game, I maxed Q first. Since then, I've discovered maxing W first is the way to go. You can clear jungle a lot faster with maxing W first. Have more utility with the speed increase that you get. And also a very good damage output. I think I actually maxed W last on this game, which is kind of silly. Yeah, so I was going to say right there I should have shumpoed on one of their minions and then Sinister Bladed in and got a W if I could. But just still getting to know this champion here. Now I could shumpo ult, but a little too behind. Oh, and if I Sinister Blade on that back minion, I could have got her. Didn't realize that. I hope I'm calling these skills correctly. Is it Sinister Blade? It's Bouncing Blade. Here, I'm a dork now. Forgive me. Got some action going on the bottom. Jax is picking on York. York, by the way, is one of my favorite champions to play on this map. I play him AD. He does really well. So right now I'm a little over double their top person's farm. I've got 69 farm. Their top's got 33. It's been hard for them to farm though because they can't get out of their base right now. We're just too much stronger than them. And sorry, I'm getting a little sleepy. I need some more tea. I've got chai tea today. It's a mixture of chai tea and milk. I might pull out the coffee here in a little bit. Alright, so I'm half HP, a little overextended. I realized it, luckily. So your save points. Usually, if you know there's no one in this bush, you can extend past the bush and then just keep checking this area for vision. So right here, you're safe. If I'm on this side right now, I'm safe to be right here as long as I see them coming this way. And as long as I know they're not going to be coming through this speed altar and come behind me. So you just got to keep vision on this little tunnel right here to see if they come in for a gank. You can stay here all day long if you want. Up here, usually you're safe right in this middle area. The one thing you got to be careful of is if the people on their team are going to come in behind you, or if you don't have enough vision, they can sneak through here and come around back, but that's pretty hard to do. Alright, we got some action going on here. Let's go ahead and rewind 15 seconds. See how it got here. Okay, so I'm chasing down Alistar. They're cutting me off, and I'm stupid and went in first as Katarina. You never want to do that, but I got a full ult off, full ult channel on all three of them. And I'm going in to finish off low HP targets. And we killed the ghost there. They really wanted me dead. I was in the back of the pack on that, and they tried to focus me down, but couldn't quite get there. So he's going to go ahead and tank this. On this map, the towers have a lot lower of HP, and they seem to do a little bit less damage as they do on the classic 5v5 map. Ooh, and then so we decided to go and turn and fight this. I get a full ult off of both of them. And then, of course, when we got the kill on Elise, I refreshed my cooldowns and all my abilities, and was able to, except for my ult, was able to go back in on Alistar. Alright, so we just finished off Yorick there. Let's see what abilities I did in what order here. Alright, I'm gonna watch the Yorick fight here. So let's see what I do first. Speed up for a second. Here comes Yorick. Alright, so we got Kale initiating. Doing a lot of damage. I shumpoed first, then hit my W, and then did a Sinister Blade. So, kind of incorrect skill order there, but it worked. Usually you want to lead with Bouncing Blade, it's called, not Sinister Blade. Then you want to W or Shumpo W. Usually Bouncing Blade into a Shumpo W is your maximum damage. But then you don't have Shumpo on off of cooldown to escape. So you got to make sure you get a kill off of that or an assist. Alright, let's go ahead and speed it back up. We're all low HP. Actually, let's leave it slow. They're coming in on us. I think I go in and get a full channeled ult off and just melt them. Let's see. I really want to go in on Elise first. Maybe we back out. Okay, I shumpo and get an ult off of all three of them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh! That would have been a triple kill, but Kale got a hit on one of them. But let's go ahead and speed up here. I think we finished the game right there. Let's see. They're coming up now. We'll go ahead and slow it back down. Alright. Okay, so I shumpo back on York to get out of that situation. I made them think I was going down, and then when they started committing to that direction, I shumpoed back. Katarina is really strong jukes. I'm not very good at juking with her yet, but she is very strong jukes. And I go in on this guy and get a full channel ult. So I think I did my spell combo correctly that time. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Whoops. I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little closer. So hopefully I do Bouncing Blades first, and then I shumpo W and then ult. Let's see. Yep, Bouncing Blades, shumpo, W, ult. And he only got one or two auto attacks on me before he died. So that's the strength of Katarina right there. As long as you get your full combo off. I didn't really have a chance to build any items. In Twisted Treeline, you can surrender at 15 minutes instead of 20. So all I had was tier 2 boots, a giant's belt, and then my Hextech Gunblade. Which, by the way, I forgot to use pretty much every single fight. I need to practice more with using on activation items. But anyway, there you have it. My first Katarina game on Twisted Treeline. First Katarina game, period. A lot of fun. She's a great champion. I love the model and artwork changes. Good job, Riot, on that. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And I'll be putting up a few more 3v3 videos here with a couple of my other mainstay 3v3 champions. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.